Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Morning Live Show. The live show's podcast and meta content is brought to you every week by these loyal sponsors. These Southern Land Brokers. Let David Harrell and these Southern Land Brokers represent you as a buyer or seller of recreational property, timberland, or farmland in the South. McGraw-Webb Chevrolet on the bypass in Camden, Alabama, serving their customers for 30 years. Join the McGraw-Webb Chevy family today. Tucker ATV, Jackson, Alabama, your local servicing Polaris Hustler Echo dealer with an international reputation. CT Ward Power Sports in Camden, Alabama, XL Godfrey Hurricane Boats powered by Mercury and Yamaha engines, your water skiing gear headquarters on Lake Millers Ferry. Safford Trading Company and Safford Equipment under the tower in Safford, Alabama, home of your residential and commercial lawn care bundle bear. Wildlife Management Solutions in Eutaw, Alabama. Let the guys at WMS select the right seed and blends for your soil type. South Alabama Kubota and Reynolds on the Strip in Monroeville, Alabama. Kubota and Skag Zero Turns, the right Kubota tractor for the right price. Thanks for supporting the Gettin Outdoors sponsors and enjoy the show. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Gettin Outdoors live show. It's Friday morning, June the 10th, 2022. June's about half over. My, how time flies when you're having fun. We are live from the Lawler Timber Company Gramping Hills Outdoor Media Center. 76 degrees outside, partly cloudy with an east-northeast wind at 2 miles an hour. And it's going to be a pretty iffy weekend. We'll go over the weather in a little while, Grandma Care and Community Neighbor Bank weather. But first thing I want to go over some events going on this weekend. I don't have anything on my calendar this weekend except I did have a Fishers of Men tournament out of Ellis's Landing, and I had a Pride of the South tournament out of Bridgeport City Landing on my calendar. But I'm understanding that I think Jeremy's Pride of the South tournament is going out of Live Oak tomorrow. So I hope Fishers of Men will move to Bridgeport, because Ellis's Landing is just such a terrible place to release fish. It's so shallow and silted in up there that it is a bad place to release fish. So maybe Fishers of Men will move to Bridgeport. And I'm not sure if Fishers of Men is a open tournament or not. I think it might be, but anyway, somebody, if you do know, let me know, because I sure don't know. But anyway, that's all I got going on this weekend. Other than tomorrow is Free Fishing Day. The Conservation Department recognizes June the 11th as Free Fishing Day, so you can go fishing anywhere in the state of Alabama, and you do not have to have a fishing license. However, if you do fish in one of our Alabama public lakes, you will have to buy the $3 permit to fish in the lake and the $3 launch fee to launch your boat. All it is a free fishing day for June the 11th, tomorrow, in the state of Alabama. And Let's see who we got on here this morning. Old Tommy D's under the weather. He's not going to be in here. Larry and Debbie Abernathy tuned in. Old Thunder's tuned in and says that, yeah, Tommy D's under the weather. Jill had things to do. Where's all my chat guys? John West is tuned in. How you doing? And Alan White, the world champion turkey call contest is today and tomorrow at the Mobile Convention Center. It's free admission. And that is a long-standing event going on in Mobile, Alabama, at the Mobile Convention Center. If you want to see some of the top turkey callers in the nation, go to Mobile this weekend, today and tomorrow, at the Civic Center. Good morning, Misty Brunner. How you doing? It is, but you have to pay Friday night at the meeting. So it'll be Friday night meeting for Fishers of Men. I think it's at the Baptist Church in Camden. Am I right about that, Travis? Let me know. No entry fees on Saturday. You have to pay Friday night to get in the Fishers of Men. Did they move to Bridgeport, Travis? Or is it still going to be at Ellis's? There's Grandma Karen's tuned in. Lonnie McKinley's tuned in. Lonnie, what the fish doing, man? I ain't seen a video lately. William Malone's tuned in. William, I got to get up with you and do a little business. But, and Mr. Freddie's tuned in. Y'all saw the picture Mr. Freddie sent me the other day, 3,500 feet above the Demopolis New City landing. Okay, at the Camden Baptist Church tonight is the Fishers of Men meeting. If you want to fish that tournament tomorrow, you have to go to Camden Baptist Church tonight and sign up if you want to fish a tournament on Millers Ferry. It's a good tournament. I'm not sure if they're going out of Ellis's or Bridgeport. I hope they're going out of Bridgeport. But thank you, Travis, for that information. All right, now I want to go over something today, this morning, that everybody is familiar with. The Alligator Registration as it started last Tuesday at 7 o'clock. You can sign up. A lot of people are. Let me put this up first. This is the Alligator Zones, y'all, and this is the current zones. It's 5 of them, and if you'll look, we are the West Central Alabama zone, which is the green in the west central part of the state. Then right below us, that light orange, that is the southwest zone. And then right below that, below Interstate 10, is the coastal zone. Now, over in the east side of the state, you have the southeast zone, which is probably the biggest zone. And then you have the Lake Eufaula zone, which is the little red dot. You can't hardly see it on that map, but that is the Lake Eufaula zone. Now, let's go over a little bit about this alligator hunt, because a lot of y'all know about it, but there's a total of 260 alligator tags that will be distributed in those 5 hunting zones. Only Alabama residents and Alabama lifetime license holders age 16 years or older may apply for a tag. Now, we had a question the other night on the Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report. It was a guy wanted to know if an out-of-state person could register for an alligator tag, and you cannot unless you have bought a lifetime Alabama hunting license and have moved out of state, and you still possess that lifetime license. Then you can register for an alligator tag. But unless you have a lifetime license, you cannot. The random selection process will utilize a preference point system. And everybody knows my thoughts on the preference point system. The system increases the likelihood of repeat registrants being selected for a hunt as long as the applicant continues to apply. And that's all I'm going to say about that. All right, here are the zones. The southwest zone, which is the green, that big green right there. No, I'm sorry. The southwest zone is the orange. Let me make sure now. I don't want to confuse y'all. Yeah, the southwest zone is the light orange. That is private and public waters in Baldwin and Mobile counties north of Interstate 10, and private and public waters in Washington, Clark, and Monroe counties east of U.S. Highway 43 and south of Highway 84. That will begin on sunset August 11th through sunrise August the 12th. You can only hunt from sunset to sunrise, and then from sunset August 18th to sunrise August the 21st. That is the southwest zone. Now in the coastal, and they'll have 100 tags in the southwest zone. In the coastal zone, they'll have 50 tags. That's private and public land in Baldwin and Mobile counties south of I-10. Same dates for those. The southeast Alabama zone will have 40 tags, and that is private and public water. That's that big green spot on the east side of the state. Barber, Coffee, Covington, Dale, Geneva, Henry, Houston, Russell, excluding public Alabama state waters of Walter G. of Lake Eufaula and its navigable tributaries. And their dates are the same as August the 13th till September the 5th in the southeast zone. I think they can hunt in the day or night time. All right, now here's the one that is really, of course, and in the west central Alabama zone, that is Wilcox and Dallas County between the Jones Bluff Locking Dam and Highway 84 Bridge in Monroe County. Now the Lake Eufaula, and we get 50 tags in the west central Alabama zone. Now the Lake Eufaula zone gets 20 tags, but now they are a whole lot different. It's public state waters only at Lake Eufaula and its navigable tributaries south of Alabama Highway 208 and Omaha Bridge. It excludes Eufaula National Wildlife Refuge. And their dates are from sunset August the 19th till sunrise October the 3rd. So they have a longer season. And it is an 8-foot minimum length requirement at the Lake Eufaula zone. There is no minimum length for hunts in other zones because that is the purpose of it, is to thin some of these alligators out. So now, before I get into the safety, I do want to show y'all, I drew this up today, and this is just me. I put this together this morning. So if you look right there, I'm proposing a west zone. Now, it won't happen this year, but hopefully next year. That west zone will be west of Highway 43 to Highway 10, coming across Marengo and Choctaw County, and south of Highway 10. You see where I got them penciled in right there. I would propose that for the west zone. They tell me there's some alligators around that Coffeyville Locking Dam that are going to be the next world record. So hopefully we can add that zone pretty quick. But that's just something I put together for y'all to look at this morning, and that would be the west zone if they do that. I hope they do, because it's a bunch of alligators over there. But it is a lot that goes into it. They have to do, the state has to do a study, and they have to justify it, and plus the manpower. I tell you, it takes a lot of manpower to work these alligator hunts. And talking about alligator hunts, good morning, Joe Alvarez and Wayne Edgeworth, Leon Andrews, Greg Ward. How you doing down there in Houma, Louisiana? Chris Bailey. No gators in West Central zone. Zones for turkey hunting. Mark Brunner. Zones for turkey hunting. Now, I ain't thought about that, Mark, but that might be a good idea. But I that'll be a whole nother show to get in that. And I do have David Hawley coming in here to do a podcast, not next week, but next week we're going to do a post turkey hunt podcast with the Turkey Report, David Hawley, and he is really he's got some good ideas. Maybe we'll mention that, Mark. Melissa Dove, good morning. Now I want to tell all of y'all that are registering for an alligator, and I'm going to talk exclusively about the West Central Alabama zone for a minute. That is from the Jones Bluff Locking Dam to Highway 84 Bridge in Monroe County. If you do draw a tag for the West Central Zone and you have never been on Lake Millers Ferry, or if you have been on Lake Millers Ferry and think you know it pretty good in the daytime, it's a whole different ball game at night. I got up the other morning at 3 a.m. and my house is not 2 miles from the lake. I've been on that lake all my life, and at nighttime it's entirely different. I promise you. So if you draw a tag, you be sure to come down here, not necessarily scouting alligators, but scouting where you're going to go hunt those alligators. And with all this modern technology and GPS maps and all we have on these depth finders, you need to uh, plot you out a plot of where you're going to go and put it on your GPS so you'll have it, because you will get turned around at night, and it is a lot of stumps out there in places where those alligators are. So that is something I am going to harp on from now to the alligator hunt. If you draw a tag and you think you know that Alabama River, you do not. You might know it in the daytime, but you do not know it at night. I promise you that. And safety, and this will be the 12th year, I think, of the West Central Alabama Zone Alligator Hunt. And in those 12 years, I can't ever remember but one accident that we had, and it was nobody injured. When somebody just their boat got turned over, they hit something and turned the boat over, lost all the stuff in the boat, but they did not. It was not a bad accident. And I tell you, when you get out on that river, you got 50 tag holders coming in here from all over the state. Out of those 50 tag holders, probably, I would say at least 50% of them have never been on Lake Millers Ferry or the Alabama River. And I'm telling you, 90% of them ain't never been on it at night. So it's a whole difference out there at night, and you have to hunt alligators at night in Alabama. But that's enough for that. All right, I got a few notes here. I do want to recognize, I don't know if y'all keep up with my Facebook page, but the South Alabama Kubota have got an employee down there that works back there putting the Kubota parts together. His name is Ray Charles, and he's been there for 40 years, y'all. 40 years. And I tell you what, he could probably tell us a story of how that equipment has changed in the last 40 years. And I just want to shout out at Charles. And if you're down there visiting South Alabama Kubota and Reynolds, looking at one of them new Kubota tractors, a zero-turn lawnmowers, or side-by-sides, or Skag lawnmowers, or any of that equipment they got down there, go back there and pat old Ray Charles on the back and tell him we appreciate him putting all that stuff together for the last 40 years. I also want to shout out to Red Farmer, who was in the hospital 2 weeks with double pneumonia. He's out back kicking and be back in a race car before long. Old Red is a tough man. He's 89 years old and he will be 90, I think, in September. So shout out to Red Farmer. Also, my old buddy Troy Ruiz. Now I want to put these pictures up because the first time I met Troy Ruiz, this is a picture. He was Billy and Stouffer Perriman brought him to the WJDB 95.5 studio in Thomasville, Alabama, and we did a radio show on WJDB. That was in 2011. And Troy Ruiz has been in the outdoor industry, whether he's been the talent, filming, editing, running a camera. He's been hunting all over the world. And this past week, I want to congratulate him. He was inducted into the Outdoor Mississippi Hall of Fame, and he deserved it as much as anybody. Those pictures are what the podcast we did over at Eagle Lake in Sumter County with Troy and my old buddy. We had a good time. Let me see. I had the numbers. If you want, I've done 4 podcasts with Troy. Podcast number 18 is the one where he told his testimony of receiving Christ in a duck blind. Then we did a podcast 95, 112, and 162. So I've done 4 podcasts with Troy, and I want to congratulate Troy being inducted into the Outdoor Mississippi Hall of Fame, and he deserves it. Ain't no doubt about it. Podcast 170, and let me tell y'all something about the podcast now. Facebook has taken down the podcast. When I used to publish or drop a podcast, it would go on Facebook. They don't do that anymore. So if you want to listen to one of my podcasts, you're going to have to go to the GettinOutdoorsRadio.com website. That's the best way to go and click on the link, listen to podcasts. Or you can download the link on your Android, your Apple phone, or tablet. Then that's the easy way to do it too. And you got all of them on there. But podcast 170 is out. It was a great podcast with David Harold with these Southern Land Brokers this week. We talk about everything from honeybees to Bob white quail to him being the national champion barefoot water skier back in the 90s. And it's a great podcast. But you do have to go. My advice to you is to download the Gettin Outdoors app on your device. If you don't want to do that, go to GettinOutdoorsRadio.com and click on the box that says listen to the podcast, and you can hear it. It is some good ones. I guarantee you, I have got some good podcasts, and this week was number 170. I'll be right back. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back right after a word from these loyal sponsors. Coast to Coast True Value in downtown Camden, a shopping experience you will never forget. Bubba and Joe Allen Dunn at Dunn Sports in Thomasville, Alabama, across from McDonald's. Outfitters for the serious sportsman. The Pecan on Broad, Camden, Alabama. Get some South in your mouth. All your favorites made from scratch daily, Wednesday through Friday, and the best brunch in the South on Saturday. Plaza Golf Cart Sales in Demopolis and Tuscaloosa. Your easy-go superstore. Brett Lofton at Southern Advertising in Monroeville, Alabama, printing almost everything since 1992. Town Country United Bank, Camden, Alabama, proud sponsors of the Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report every week on the Gettin Outdoors podcast. Thanks for supporting the Gettin Outdoors sponsors. Now, let's get back to the live show. All right, everybody, y'all heard me say I got up at 3 o'clock Sunday morning and went to the lake. Now, me and old Shane Jones been talking about beating that heat, getting out there a couple of hours before daylight. It gets good daylight about 5:30. So I got out there about 3:30. I got up at 3 o'clock, got the boat launched, got out there, and I found out that I am not prepared for night fishing because I couldn't see my trolling motor. My remote control of my trolling motor didn't have a light. I cut my headlight on and the bugs were just awful. But I tell you what I did. I took my drone and flew my drone, and I want to share this with y'all this morning because this right here was worth getting up that early. This was taken with my drone at daycrack last Sunday morning. How about them LED lights, CT Ward Power Sport? If that right there don't get you fired up, I tell you, that's That you can only see that on if you get out early in the morning. I tell you, it is beautiful, Tina. It sure is. And I wanted to share that with y'all. Now, I did catch some fish too, and if most of you know, and I'm gonna play this for you, it ain't gonna take long. I did not fish in the Roland Cooper State Park Big Crappie Day, but had I fished in it, this would have been the first hole that I would have went to. Now, Joe Allen and all of them say, well, it was whole different water conditions. Well, maybe so. But anyway, y'all watch this. Now, the winner of the Big Crappie Day was Jason Threadgill, and he had a 198. Second place was his brother Brandon with a 177. Watch this. I was using a B&B Millers Ferry Blue weedless jig. If I'd have had that one Saturday, that would have been a money fish. That would have won a tournament. We'll weigh it. All right, I got the scales. We're going to weigh this big boy and see what he weighs. I say he weighs 2 pounds. Nope. 182. 182. That would have been good for second place last week. That would have been good for second place and probably first place in one of the hourly weigh-ins. So just want to show y'all that although I didn't compete, I will be competing next year and I will be a contender. Now, I keep up with Kate Donaldson, Alabama Bass Trail, and she put a post up the other day. She was going over the Alabama tourism economic impact on all the host cities or areas that have fishing tournaments in the state of Alabama. And all over the state of Alabama, the economic impact report was up everywhere, average 40%. In Camden, Alabama, it was up 33%, and the largest county was St. Clair County, where it was up 68%. I know prices and everything is up, but anytime you're looking at the economic impact that fishing has, and that's just fishing now, that's just fishing events, has on a underserved rural black belt county like Wilcox County, that is good news, no doubt about that. And I want to thank Kay for always keeping up with those numbers. She does. Good morning, Todd Prater. How you doing? I ain't got them numbers from Wednesday night yet. I don't guess y'all gonna send them to me. Y'all had a fruit jar. They might not have had it, but I think they did. But if they did, I sure need them numbers. We're going to, let's see, I think I've done it. Oh, I do want to talk a minute too. It is summertime. It's a lot of traffic out there on that river or the lake every Saturday, every weekend. So, I just pound the podium on safety. And I also urge everybody to be courteous and take your little bags out there to the lake with you. It's a lot of people in the lake. Everybody's using the lake. Courtesy. I know it's some ski boats. Y'all pulling them inner tubes, and just be careful and practice safety. Hey, Bob Brooks in Georgia, Al, how you doing? All right, let's take another break, and then I got some more stuff. We'll go over the weather, and I got some more stuff I want to talk about too. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back right after a word from these loyal sponsors. Rack and Reel Sports Grill, Camden, Alabama, where anglers and hunters meet for supper and Sunday lunch. Home of the Thursday night all-you-can-eat chicken wings. Community Neighbor Bank with locations in Greenville, Camden, Pine Hill, and Grove Hill, serving rural Alabama since 1906, bringing you the Gettin Outdoors weather since 2007. Lawler Timber Company, Camden, Alabama, family-owned independent business offering professional forestry services and home of the Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center. Harris Farm and Marketplace, Possum Bend, Alabama, Park, Laree, Pip, and Hunter, family-grown, family-owned farm fresh produce. Thanks for supporting the Gettin Outdoors sponsors. Now, let's get back to the live show. All right, let's go over the Community Neighbor Bank Grandma Caring weekend weather forecast for the weekend of June the 10th through June the 12th, 2022. And it's kind of a mixed bag this weekend. Today, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m., mostly sunny with a high near 92. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming southwest in the morning. Tonight, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly before 1 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 68, west winds around 5 miles per hour, becoming south in the evening. Saturday, showers and thunderstorms likely, mainly before 1 p.m., partly sunny with a high near 88, west winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, chance of rain Saturday, 60%. Saturday night, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 1 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 69, south winds 5 miles per hour. Then Sunday, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 o'clock, mostly sunny with a high near 93, southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Then Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low around 73, south winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. That is your Community Neighbor Bank Grandma Caring weekend weather report. So if you're going to be on that lake, remember this weekend you need your rain gear, your sunscreen, your bug spray, and be sure to hydrate yourself. And when I say hydrate yourself, that does not mean alcohol. That means Gatorade and water. And Grandma Karen says it's her California weather. It is hot, hot, hot in California. Have a heat advisory for the next few days, 104. Drink lots of water and stay safe. Enjoy the weather. We enjoy the California weather too every Friday morning. Grandma Karen. Remember, everybody, tomorrow is free fishing day. If you want to go fishing, you game warden pulls up. You ain't got to have no license. But if you are fishing in one of our Alabama public fishing lakes, you do have to pay the $3 fee to fish it. And if you launching a boat, you have to pay the $3 boat fee to launch it. And that's about all I got. Good morning, Richard Holt. How you? Where you and Nancy Joe at this morning? It ain't no telling. Y'all allowed to be anywhere in the world this morning. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. And that's about all I got. I do want to thank y'all so much for supporting my sponsors. I have the best sponsors, the most loyal sponsors, and they all really do enjoy all I do for y'all, and y'all are the ones that make it happen. So if you go in one of my sponsors, pat them on the back, and please thank them for supporting the Gettin Outdoors shows, radio, podcasts, and everything. And remember now to listen to my podcast, download your app on your phone or your device, or go to www.gettinoutdoorsradio.com. And it is an icon on the front page that says listen to podcast, and you can go listen to it there. Or I do put a link up on my Facebook page where you can listen to it also. But I appreciate everybody listening to the podcast. We have some good stuff on there. Remember to spay and neuter your animals. I say that every week. Spay and neuter your animals. Have a great, safe weekend. Remember, be safe. Safety, safety, safety. And now, more than any time, God bless America. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see y'all next Friday morning.
Al taught me every critter's track and how to set a hair trigger on a trap. He taught me to shoot, scale, and skin and make a snare with a leather strap. He taught me to be a part of the woods and all his woodsy tricks. Said you gotta walk soft on 2 light feet and try not to break no stick. I thank Daddy for my savvy, how to hunt and how to carry anything that I might need to get a piece of skillet meat. How to walk and how to hide, how to crawl and how to slide, how to sneak, stalk, and climb and do it all on 2 light feet.